Hello.
Hey.
Mike Tyson is waiting for our challenge.
Is he wearing glasses?
No.
You look like he was wearing glasses.
Mike Tyson would never wear glasses, and he would punch you out for even suggesting it.
All right. That was a good music, by the way. This is a great song.
This is a great song right now.
Yeah.
Starring Little Mac. He is our protagonist. And his trainer, Doc Lewis. Also playing the role of Mac, it's you!
Oh my god. So I'm playing Mac?
No, it's actually me.
Oh, damn. But you said you.
Oh, and then a fist comes through the screen.
Yeah.
So this is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. A Nintendo home classic. It's a Mario game because Mario's the referee. So we have to play
Less of a stretch than the last game.
Fair enough. This actually came out in like 87 or something. I kept pushing it back because I knew it would take a lot of time and effort to play.
Would it? Why? Is it hard?
No, it's just it's
Dull?
It's a long game, I guess.
Well, we don't have to finish it.
We do have to finish it.
Why?
Because it's really good. What the fuck is going on?
He's the first guy. He's like, hit me in the chin.
Yeah, this is Glass Joe.
This was made by Chair, right?
Yeah, this is actually this is the first Infinity Blade game we're playing right now. So this is Unreal Engine 3.
Use your magic. Get your son. Wait, die and let your son take over.
That's my magic. You press start and then he does a super punch, and so I guess there was an arcade version of Punch-Out that was very different. And when they brought it to the home consoles, because I think, I can't even remember what the arcade version was like anymore. But Punch-Out is known for this really simple, pattern recognition-based gameplay where you're tapping in directions to momentarily dodge, you're pushing A and B to punch. It's a really simple, really fun game, and all of the characters are kind of like these memorable, racist caricatures. Only Glass Joe is kind of not that racist.
But that's because he's white.
He's supposed to be French, but you just can't really tell until you play the Wii version, and he speaks with a French accent, and croissants fly out of him when you punch him.
That's the weirdest thing. Why is it so racist?
It was the 80s, man. It's just what everyone was doing.
Were they? I thought that was kind of one of the...
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think 80s is probably the start of people not being so racist.
I know, that's kidding.
I never considered Japan to be a particularly racist place.
Japan can be kind of racist
to Chinese people
because they're so closed off from other ethnicities for the most part.
Yeah.
That they don't have a lot of training in sensitivity. I'm not saying that's why this game is so racist, but that's a thing that Japan is not really known for.
If you punch him, does his
most...
health stop going up? Because when you knock him down, he comes back up. His health starts going up.
Yeah.
If you punched him before his health regenerates all the way, does it not regenerate all the way?
You can't do that.
Oh.
So when you knock them down, they will regain some of their health. And if you knock them down 3 times in one round, it's a TKO, and they're out. If the fight goes on, I think 3 rounds or 5 rounds,
it's by decision?
It'll be by decision. Or just if you knock them down enough times across the multiple rounds.
Why are you fighting a fawn? He looks like a fawn.
A fawn?
Yeah, the mythical creature, half goat, half man.
You're talking about a fawn is like a baby deer?
No, fawn is another word for satyr.
Satyr?
Yeah, they're
really?
They're
what?
Yeah.
That's not a thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, really? Yeah. Nope, that's a real thing.
The fun thing about this game is that each character has each adversary has their own quirks that you have to learn, like their own tells for which moves they're about to do. Once you've played it enough, you kind of just know them. So it makes it seem really easy, but if you're playing it for the first time, there's a lot of fun in the challenge of trying to... Wow, he just went down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun in trying to figure out how to beat each character. And then, of course, the final boss is Mike Tyson, and he's notorious for being like one of the hardest video game bosses of all time, because he's just impossible. He can knock you out with a single hit.
Wow.
This was kind of at the height of Mike Tyson's popularity as a boxer.
This is pre-ear.
I
Right?
believe so, yeah. And then after this game came out, then there was like rape allegations and stuff. So then when they decided to reprint the game, they changed it. They dropped Mike Tyson, and it was just Punch-Out featuring Mr. Dream. And Mr. Dream was like a white Mike Tyson. And that's like the version that's on Virtual Console. And it's just
They couldn't do better than Mr. Dream?
Yeah, I don't know. Here, Piston Honda was also later changed to Piston Hondo.
What is that?
I guess to avoid any kind of suits
Car
from
company
Honda.
litigations?
But like Honda's just a name. I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe specifically because it's piston, which is like a car part. I don't fucking know. It's weird.
That doesn't look like Piston Honda.
That's Piston Honda.
Oh.
It definitely looks like Piston Honda. What are we talking about?
It didn't look like that guy from that picture.
Oh, okay. This, the music that plays during these fights, I think, is really good.
It sounds almost like Game Boy music.
Kinda. The NES is... I think the NES sound chip is similar to the Game Boy.
Oh, you know, we've been playing
Super Nintendo
games.
You just forgot that this wasn't Super Nintendo?
Yeah, yeah. It sounds way better than Super Nintendo music.
Yeah.
Man, Super Nintendo had a garbage sound chip.
Super Nintendo music is just weak.
It's just so weak.
It's just weak.
You got a weak sound chip, kid. That's Grandpa Ness talking to...
You know, he's just soft. He was just brought up. He had too many opportunities.
Yeah, always texting.
You know. You know, he's just that kid that's too privileged. He just doesn't try hard enough. Of course, this video coming out before any of our Super Nintendo videos, so we're really not.
Yeah. We're burying the lead, or we're digging up the lead and showing it even before we start.
Okay. So every time I can hold down to block like that, but every time I do that, it reduces my hearts, which is kind of like your shield meter in Infinity Blade.
You were saying that guy looks like who you're just fighting?
If you take off his headband, yeah.
I guess. Do they have that same grimace? Yeah, they do kind of have the same grimace.
Yeah, so if you've never played Punch-Out, but you have played Infinity Blade, that's basically just what Infinity Blade is. It's just Punch-Out.
Yeah, it's like Fantasy Punch-Out.
Fantasy Punch-Out.
And some weird cloning shit. It's weird.
There's cloning, and then there's people that can't die. They kind of retconned that. They retconned the cloning thing into, like, actually, they can't die. It's like they... It's really weird that Infinity Blade 2 kind of goes against
itself.
It retcons its own. It's like Infinity Blade 2. It's almost like they're expecting that you won't really remember the story from the first one, which is understandable. It's almost like
but the story in the first one, there wasn't clones.
There was at the if you get the very, very end. There was.
Oh, you weren't a son, you were a clone.
Something like that. Basically, the God King keeps dying and coming back to life, you know, throughout Infinity Blade. Like, that's the final boss guy, the God King.
Yeah.
And then, like, at the end...
By the way, great design on him, and how he's sitting in that chair is still, like, the best. Like, he's just like, I'm the most bored guy.
So, I beat the first circuit, now I'm moving up in the world. Oh, of course! The training montage! It's not really a montage, it's a sequence, but...
That's some...
So good.
Yeah, that's some really shitty scrolling going on.
Nuh-uh.
I think so.
This is good. This is parallax.
I know, it's terrible parallax.
No, it's not.
I think it's really poorly done.
No, it isn't.
I think so.
This is some hot shit right here.
Listen, I'm sure it's very technically impressive for the NES at the time, but
Fuck.
I think it looks like ass.
You're a dick. This is the guy from Spain. He enters the ring like this.
That's pretty racist.
Yeah. Also, you know, there's no cutscenes on the NES, so if you want your characters to have character, they kind of have to be a caricature.
Yeah. Derek, we just watched a cutscene. What are you talking about?
You're right. This guy can be really tricky if you don't know how to beat him.
You just never stop.
You have to punch him in the stomach, and then he'll immediately try to punch you, and then you dodge. Anyways, there's a scene at the end of Infinity Blade 1 where you go into this room and you find like a bunch of vats filled with like clones of the God King. And then in Infinity Blade 2, they're just like, no, the God King, he's one of the deathless who can never die, and he just comes back to life. I just won.
Nice.
It's like Infinity Blade 2 is a sequel to a game that's very, very close to Infinity Blade 1, but isn't. It's really bizarre. It's a sequel that's from another level of the tower.
Who is that guy racist against?
It's fat people? I don't know. I think King Hippo is supposed to be like Hawaiian or something. That's something, again, that's
He looks like a Hawaiian goblin.
much like Glass Joe's Frenchness. It's really just a thing that I learned from playing the Wii version.
I think it said South Pacific under his thumb.
Oh, okay. Then there you go.
But like that doesn't look like someone from the South Pacific. It
Yeah,
looks
I don't
like a
know.
fat Nosferatu. Why does he have a bandit on his belly button?
That's his weak spot.
So that's why he's hiding it?
Yeah. God damn it. I think dodging reduces my hearts also. So if you dodge too much, fuck.
Doesn't look like it's reducing.
Oh,
your hearts.
no. If you dodge too many times in a... damn it. If you dodge too many times in a short period of time,
You get tired.
You get tired. Fuck!
Why is he always pulling down his pants? What is this guy?
He's trying to pull up his pants. His pants are falling down.
It looks like he's just flashing you every time you hit him.
The thing about King Hippo is that you only have to knock him down once because he's so fat he can't get back up.
Yeah. If there's anything that I learned from Sonic comics, it's the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I had a Sonic comic and it said that in it.
Is that
says that?
Is that recently or like?
No, it was a long time ago. It was like
okay.
in the late 90s probably.
I remember you tweeted from like a comic book store like a picture of a Sonic comic and you're like, this is here, I'm not buying this thing, and I was like, why not? That would be fun.
And then Megan got it for me for as a gift.
Oh, okay.
That was just weeks later because I don't know if she saw the picture or not, but she was like, look at this,
That was the root of the problem with you and our Sonic Let's Plays. You just didn't get it.
I got it.
You didn't get it.
I got it. I just hated it.
I miss playing Sonic all the time.
I never ever miss it.
God damn it.
It was fun, and then it was horrible, and then it was terrible, and then it was fun again.
God.
Why did you want to hit him until he had a star?
When the jewel on his head flashes, you can punch him to get a star, and then you can spend stars. Fuck. You can spend stars to do like the super punch thing. I don't remember if I ever said this or if I only thought it and then didn't want to say it because I didn't want people to think that I was insane.
Yeah.
But I thought if people would be as excited about it as they were the first time, and I thought that you would put up with it, I would totally just do the 20 years of Sonic all over again. Like, I would just start from the beginning and do it all again.
That's the craziest thing that I've ever heard. That's like the worst. What? Why?
I don't know. It was fun.
It was fun, but it also wasn't.
It hasn't been the same, Keith. It hasn't been the same since we finished Sonic.
Yeah, it has.
It hasn't.
I think it has.
We both know it hasn't. Quit lying to yourself. Oh!
He got so dizzy.
So dizzy. So this guy's from India, so he has, like, magical powers that are related to the thing that he wears on his head.
That's racist.
Fuck.
Okay, I never asked, but
Oops.
is the government shutdown going to be affecting how often we're releasing videos? And I think our team of top men all got furloughed.
Did you see my tweet about it?
No, I didn't.
They said, like, what does the government shutdown mean for Run Button? And I said, Run Button was specifically designed from the ground up to be fully functional in a post-government world.
So what's that horseshit about the internet and stuff like that? What do people say about the internet?
Dude, I didn't even know the government shutdown was happening until the day it happened. Like, and I mean the day after, like the day in which it was first happening.
Oh,
like,
I knew
no
about
one
it
even told
before.
me it was happening before it happened.
I mean, to be fair, they've been talking... Sorry, to be fair, against you.
Yeah.
They've been talking about how it's going to be happening since, like, April.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They were
Or if I ever knew, I forgot and no one reminded me.
Basically, Republicans were like, hey, if you guys want to do this Obamacare thing...
I know about it now. I watched The Daily Show from the day...
So you're good. No, you're good.
I watched the episode of The Daily Show from the day before it happened, so I'm totally caught up.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, and...
It's so crazy that even Bill O'Reilly couldn't pretend to be in favor of it.
Didn't he debate Jon Stewart again?
Again? I don't know.
I thought they debated like a while ago, and then they just did another thing about the shutdown, with Riley being in favor of it.
This guy's hard. Yeah, maybe. I mean, also, Bill O'Reilly lies all the time.
Yeah,
he changes his opinion 20 times. That's what he does.
Yeah. It's kind of like how I think there was a clip in the episode of The Daily Show that you're talking about where they showed the Republican outrage on Fox News about Obama shutting down tours of the White House, and like how horrible it was that he shut down these tours of the White House. But then other clips of other Fox people being like, this government shutdown, they also said the sky was going to fall, and look, the sun came out today. I guess it's just not personally affecting me. And meanwhile, like, they shut down the funding for, like, new mothers that can't afford to buy food for their babies. And they were like, oh, your kid can't eat? Well, my kid didn't get to go on a tour of the White House.
Oh, yes!
Nice.
That is really hard to time. If I have to do that again, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And also there's like, all these science programs that got shut down, and if they don't they're making them unable to, make payments on the facilities that they're in. So there are a lot of really important science facilities that, sorry about that, bro. Really important facilities that, just will lose the buildings that they take place in if they don't get to pay their rent.
Yep. I don't have a lot to say about the government shutdown. because there's not really much to say other than
it's hard to have a pro.
It's total lunacy.
It's insane. Do you think it's crazier that it's happening, or crazier that like there are people that are defending it?
It's crazier that it's happening.
Okay.
Because the people that are defending it, like, people can be put behind anything because people are stupid and they'll just believe whatever you tell them. But the fact that the actual, like, the smart people that were in charge of making it happen, the fact that they still did it is crazy.
Yeah. Like, you guys hate Obama so much that you shut down the government so that people could afford health, so that people who could only afford health care with this won't be able to. It's just silly.
The fact... Oh, God. Like, basically all they were saying on The Daily Show was just, like, it was voted into law. Like, it's not... It was voted into law like everything else was voted into law. Like, if you don't like it... You know,
if you don't like
ways...
it, that's the sacrifice you make by living in a democracy.
Yeah. That's it. Can't get up anymore. I lost.
Can you replay this guy, or do you have to start from the beginning?
I think I have to start from this beginning of this circuit.
Okay.
Or,
Don't cry, Mac.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, but it's just like...
I think there's a lot of people out there that purport to love America and the way its government was designed from the beginning, and then in this one case of it not working in their favor, they just throw their hands up and take their ball and go home.
Yeah, I read a really funny poll that was like, it was like something like 70% of Democrats and 30-something% of independents, and even like 20% of Republicans think that Republicans in Congress, like, their number one priority is to, quote, annoy Barack Obama.
Anyways,
I had one more thing to say about it, but it's just, yeah, it's insane. Apparently the record government shutdown was like 15 years ago, and was 21 days long.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
But, like, we're in so much worse of a state in terms of Republicans being whiny brats. So
yeah, it's weird. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
I remember the thing that I was going to say.
The one thing that did oddly occur to me is that I guess this means that in all those states that voted to make, like, either medical marijuana legal or just marijuana legal in general, it's now officially for real legal, because I guess the federal government was the only one, like, because all that stuff, like, conflicts that way, unless they didn't shut down the DEA, which seems likely. I guess I didn't really look into it. I'm just making stuff up.
You're just making stuff up. You just want to be able to smoke weed in a park.
Just let me smoke weed in the park. What's wrong with that?
Whatever convent's illegal ain't no government anymore. Like, that's not how it works. As he's cuffing you, like.
Well, no, there are states in which it's like any state that allows either medical marijuana or just like anyone to have marijuana.
Like our state, Massachusetts.
It's legal in the state, but federally it is still illegal.
That's why medical marijuana is legal in California, but there's still DEA raids on
exactly.
pot shops all the time. That's what they're called, right? Pot shops?
Yeah, they're called pot shops.
Medical marijuana distribution centers.
They're actually called dispensaries.
Dispensaries. I knew it was a D word.
If the DEA suddenly doesn't have enough money to pester dispensaries, I guess it's kind of legal.
Kind of. But no, it's still not. Federally.
But there ain't no federal government no more.
I remember the thing that was making me most upset about it was like
all the people in federal prisons getting let right out of those things.
Just like
they're just gone.
All right, you guys can go. Field trip indefinite.
I'm just really scared of the roving bands of unemployed scientists.
Like just looking for gas.
That's really, it's not that they have to let the prisoners out, it's that they're letting them out as like a protection to protect against these scientist bandits.
Yeah. Shooting chemical guns. Like, I'm just so bored.
We're bringing in cats to take care of the mice.
There's for each furloughed scientist, there's one bully let out of a maximum security prison.
We let them out to give them wedgies. Like vengeful museum curators. What was the, do you know about the, events surrounding previous government shutdowns?
No, I don't, actually. I didn't look into it at all. Do you?
Bummer. No,
Do you want me to look it up?
Sure. What time is it?
It is 3:30
What?
p.m. Yeah. Do you think it was earlier or later than that?
Way late, earlier.
It's 3:30 o'clock.
Oh, fuck. I didn't try to get up. Oh, we've only been going for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
This is a bummer I didn't beat Bald Bull. I'm gonna try to beat Bald Bull one more time, and then I'm gonna skip to Mike Tyson and lose to him.
I bet the first couple government shutdowns were over the silliest things in the world.
Like what?
I don't know, like how many geese a farmer's allowed to own.
It's like 3, right?
I think it's still 3.
It is still 3, right? I remember they didn't actually. That shutdown was unsuccessful. They didn't end up changing that law. Fuck, what?
All right. Oh, well, the first one was 1776. I'm sorry, 1976. I got that way wrong.
I was gonna say, like.
It's happened 10 times, but
I guess that kind of was a government shutdown in 1776. It was just someone else's government.
Yeah. Citing out-of-control spending, President Gerald Ford vetoed funding bill for United States Department of Labor, United States Department of Health, Education, and Welfare, leading to a partial government shutdown. The democratically controlled Congress overrode Ford's veto, but it took until October 11th for a continuing resolution ending funding gaps for the other parts of the government to become law. So, down with spending. Democratically controlled House continued to uphold the ban on using Medicaid dollars to pay for abortions, except in cases where the life of the mother was at stake. This is in 77. This is a year later. Holy shit, there was one in 1976, and then 3 in 77. 3 government shutdowns in 1977, 1 in 78, 1 in 79.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and then, holy shit, there was so many.
It's just, it's just one of those things where when things go out of fashion, it's really it's like the American government metagame, It's not that you can't shut down the government, it's just that everyone kind of forgot after 79, and then they just remembered again, so it's effective.
Yeah. But anyway, the thing that drives me crazy is that this whole thing is it's 50%. I might have a misunderstanding of how this is all playing out. It's mostly because of the healthcare thing, and then it's also partially because of the implications that Obama has this weird out of control spending, which is just I hear it all the time, even still. But and I keep seeing reports of hey, guess what? Obama has less spending than any other president since Eisenhower. All the time I see people going, look how much spending Obama's doing. But it's just not true. It's just a lie. So 77 abortion, 77 again. The temporary funding provided in the last one had expired.
Oh, I see.
77 again. Oh, the secondary temporary funding agreement expired. 78, deeming them wasteful, President Carter vetoed a public works appropriations bill and a defense bill, including funding for a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Spending of the Department of Hugh was also...
Did we ever get that nuclear-powered aircraft character? Carrier?
Probably not.
God damn it.
But okay, so...
Damn it.
Imagine if that crashed. I'm pretty much pro not having...
It would have made a really good movie.
Yeah. Oh, man. Alternate history movie. Let's get Philip K. Dick on this. Let's get Paul F. Tompkins' cake boss to wake up Philip K. Dick.
That's gonna be the new Call of Duty clone next year. It's like it takes place in an alternate world where the third government shutdown of 1977 didn't happen, and we actually did make a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, and then they made a bunch more, and now it's kind of the same. Just our aircraft carriers are nuclear-powered.
Yeah, none of these are really interesting.
What? I find it hard to believe that politics could be boring.
1982, Congress passed the required spending bills a day late. Shit like that. Like they just didn't turn in their homework, so they got marked down 5 points.
Fuck this.
Did you know that they shut down the government, but they're still getting paid? Like all the people in the House and in the Senate.
Yeah.
They still get paid.
Oh, we wouldn't shut down that part.
Yeah, it's like when you're a kid and you find out that the 5 snow days due to that snowstorm aren't going to be made up at the end of the year.
What?
Yeah. When you find out that you shut down the government but you still get a paycheck is like when you're a kid and you find out that the 5 days you missed because of a snowstorm, like those days don't get made up at the end of the year. And then you're like, oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like that same feeling, but, if you're rich and white. Some Democrat...
Hey, they are black Congress people.
Not black Republican Congress people.
Good point.
Some Democrat entered a bill that stops, proposes that they stop getting paid during government shutdowns.
Oh, did that one not get passed?
I think they just entered it. I don't know that it's had time to get denied yet.
Okay. Let them get to it.
By the way, this is the hero of the Republican Party in this next thing. The House and Senate wish to fund job programs, but President Reagan vowed to veto any such legislation. By the way, one of the biggest government spenders of all time, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Suck it, Republicans. This is another one, 83. The House increased education funding but cut defense and foreign aid spending, which led to a dispute with Reagan. No schools, more guns!
God. Alright. I can't beat Bald Bull.
Is this it? Or are you skipping to... Are you skipping to...
Go to GameFAQs real quick and look up the code for Mike Tyson. Womp womp womp. That's my game over. Hot music in this game. I know it starts with 007. That's the part everyone remembers, but I don't know the rest. Is there 4?
Looking at it right now. It's loading. Still loading.
You asshole.
Did it, not give you enough time?
No. What's the thing?
Alright, it just loaded. Hey. Starts with 007. Mike Tyson. 007 373 5973.
There wasn't even a 4 in there.
Nope, no 4s. Looks like a phone number.
For fuck's sake.
What happened?
I pressed A instead of start, and it was like, nuh-uh. What is it? 373?
373. 5963.
5963 or 73?
63.
Oh, I think I put in 7. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let's keep it clean, Mike Tyson.
Look at Mike Tyson has
He
like
looks
the worst
so-
character portrait here.
He has the most fucked up grill, and the bags under his eyes look like glasses.
Kid Dynamite.
Is that his nickname? The Dream Fight. Champion versus Kid Dynamite.
So this was the Dream Fight. Maybe that's why they called the guy Mr. Dream in the next ones. Dude, you weren't looking.
Oh, did you just get punched out?
Like,
did you just get punched out?
his punches are like hilariously
His
fast.
punches are like kicks.
His punches are very much like kicks. Oh my god.
This is insane. That is kind of horseshit.
I think I heard that you're supposed to like watch his feet or something is the thing.
Well, because, yeah, he moves like a butterfly, stings like a guy who'll bite your ear off.
I think you might be confusing that with someone else. With a different boxer, maybe? Seriously? I have to put this in every time? Fuck.
Boop, 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 doot, doot. Sounds like a future robot.
53, 59, 63. Got it.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, there's nothing interesting about
Watching his
the other
feet totally
government
helps.
shutdowns. I just finished reading about all the different ones. Nothing about them are interesting except for I don't even know if the circumstances surrounding this one are interesting. Like if removed from actually.
No. I think removed from history, it's not interesting. Like placed in history, it will not be. Like, I don't think people are going to look back on that and find it maybe marginally more interesting than the other government shuts down.
I think that maybe it was the language describing the circumstances that make it uninteresting.
Maybe.
Because what they say about this one is due to disagreement regarding inclusion of language, defunding or delaying the Affordable Care Act, the government bill has not passed a funding bill. Like, that is the driest shit in the world, when in reality it's like, 50% of our nation's elected officials decided to throw a tantrum and took the government hostage, basically.
You're saying they have the
59.
government... Yeah, shit. You're saying they have the government tied up on a railroad track right now.
Basically, with a big spindly mustache. Like, nah, I'm a hipster. Because of the mustache.
I fucked that up again. I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson one more time, then we're gonna get out of here.
Okay. I'm not going to get out of here.
No, you're trapped.
I'm staying here. Well, I'm trapped for another 2 hours.
59, 63. No more. Oh, okay. No more talk about politics or government shutdowns.
All right. Do we talk about stupid comments that we read on our YouTube videos?
No.
Just one.
Okay.
There's a guy that was mad about us playing Dr. Mario, and he was like, "You guys should just skip doing puzzle games." I was like, "How is it so much harder for you to skip watching
offensive.
it?"
It's so offensive to his eyes. He can't even.
But he can just skip them. Why do we have to not make them? Why can't he just not watch? Like, yeah, okay, so I signed a deal with myself that I have to watch every one of your videos, so could you please, for my sanity, not do puzzle games anymore?
Don't try to get him to stop watching our videos.
I'm not. I'm trying to get him to...
That reminds me, actually, Jordan Mallory challenged me to a Dr. Mario duel, so I've actually been playing Dr. Mario like every night with Nicole.
Yeah.
To get better at it. I'm way better at Dr.
People were really mad that we said, 1, it wasn't a good game, and 2, how bad you were at it. I think forgetting that you were drunk.
I wasn't drunk. I had just been drinking. There's a difference.
With you, there's no difference.
For me, there's less of a difference than with other people, but I was not drunk.
You're pretty drunk.
Dr. Mario's still not that good of a game.
It's a fucking garbage, boring-ass game. It's dull.
It's not garbage, but
it's not bad,
not
but there's nothing good about it. It's just boring.
It's way more fun two-player.
I can't believe I saw people defending the music.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah.
But people were right. We should have played two-player. That's way more exciting.
This is a story of a true victory. Look at Mike Tyson all in the background.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson. I thought you were done playing.
I am done playing.
Oh, I thought that you were playing right now.
We're done.
All right.